In this part, we would study about desirable and undesirable changes. And also, we will study about physical changes with certain examples. Desirable and undesirable changes. Some changes are useful to us and are therefore desirable. Some changes which are useful to us and are therefore called desirable changes. Example, the ripening of fruits, growth in living beings, and the changes involved in cooking. These all are desirable changes. Whereas some changes are harmful to us and are therefore undesirable. The changes which are harmful for us are called as undesirable changes. Example, rusting of iron and the spoiling of food, earthquakes, cyclones, and volcanic eruptions are examples of undesirable changes that cause damage on a massive scale. So the changes which are useful for us are called as desirable changes, whereas the changes that are not useful for us or are harmful for us are called as undesirable changes. Let's discuss about physical change. Physical changes. A change in which no new substance are formed and which can be reversed on reversing the condition is called physical change. A change in which no new substance are formed and which can be reversed by reversing the conditions is called physical change. The most common example of physical change are changes in states of matter. The most common example of physical changes in state of matter. Let's discuss some more examples of physical change. Glowing of heater or a bulb. Glowing of a heater or a bulb is an example of physical change. An electric heater or a bulb glows when electric current is passed through it. An electric heater or a bulb glows when electric current is passed through it, but the glow vanishes when the current is switched off. So, the change is reversible. And also no new substance are formed. Therefore, glowing of heater or a bulb is a physical change. Second example we can take is melting of ice. When heated, ice melts to give water. The kind of matter contained in ice and water is the same. So no new substance are formed when ice melts. Also, water changes back into ice when cooled. Thus the change, that is the melting of ice, is reversed by reversing the conditions. Hence, the melting of ice is a physical change. In fact, when any solid melts, no new substance are formed in change and the change is reversible. Thus, melting of ice, butter, sulfur, iron, lead, silver, gold, all are examples of physical change. Next example, freezing of liquid. On being cooled to 0 degrees Celsius, water freezes to give back ice. On being heated, ice melts to give back water. So, the freezing of water is reversible change. No new substance are formed when water freezes. Hence, freezing of water is a physical change. In fact, freezing of any liquid is a physical change. Sublimation. As we all know, sublimation is a process in which a solid directly changes into vapors without melting. When cooled, the vapors are directly converted into solid. Thus, change is reversible. No new substance are formed. Thus, we can say that sublimation of solids like ammonium chloride, camphor, naphthalene, and iodine are examples of physical change. Dissolution of substance in a liquid, sugar, salt, glucose, and many other solid substances dissolve in water. The substance that dissolves in water are called solute. So the substance that dissolves in water are called as solutes, and the liquid in which the substance dissolved are called as solvent. The substance that dissolve in water are called solute, and the liquid in which substance dissolved are called as solvent. Solute dissolve in a solvent to form solution. So the substance that dissolved in liquid is called solute, and the liquid in which solid dissolve is called solvent. A solute dissolves in a solvent to form solution. The solute can be obtained back from the solution by evaporating the solvent. Hence, dissolving is a physical change. When a solid dissolves in a liquid, the volume of liquid does not change. This is because the solid breaks up in the molecules inside the liquid, and these molecules hide themselves in the intermolecular space of liquid. So we can say that are the examples of physical change. One more example we can take: drying of clothes. When wet clothes are spread in open, the water slowly evaporates and the clothes get dried. This is a physical change because change is reversible and no new substance are formed.